My name is Joshua Guarino. I am from Rhode Island, then New York, and now Raleigh.
Howard.
Where are you from?
New York.
My name is Yi Kai, local near Raleigh.
My name is Patrick Pettibone. I'm from Independence, Missouri.
My name is Mac Patton. I'm out of Kansas City, Missouri.
Katie, Columbus, Ohio.
My name is Boris. I grew up in New York, but I live in Raleigh now.
My name's Steven. I'm from Rhode Island.
David Ross. Originally, I'm from Greenwich Village in New York City, but now I live in Northampton.
Joe Miller from Columbus, Ohio.
My name's Devin Fraze. I'm from Columbus, Ohio.
Jannar, but everyone just calls me Ed. I'm originally from Estonia, but then my family moved to Florida, and now I live in Columbus.
Peter Armenia. I live in New York City.
My name is Ying, or you can call me 18K.
18K? You are not 18K.
Humble brag, I guess.
Come on!
What's your name?
I'm Matthew.
Micah Feldman, born in New York City. Right now I'm living in Western Massachusetts.
My name's Christopher. I'm from Western Mass.
Eun-gyo. I'm from South Korea.
When did you start learning Go?
I started learning Go when I was 12 years old.
Around 16.
I started learning Go in middle school.
When I was young.
Like 10 years ago.
When I was 13 or 14, like 20-something years ago.
2015.
I discovered Go through Hikaru no Go.
Hikaru no Go.
Hikaru no Go.
Watch Hikaru no Go.
Hikaru no Go.
Hikaru no Go.
Hikaru no Go.
My dad always had a Go board at home, but we always played 5 in a row. My dad would try to teach me. I would be like, no, I don't want to. That's for old people. But then, you get older. You just get curious.
A friend of mine that worked at Kodak, where I worked, we were software engineers. He told me about this game he knew. He went in the library and looked up and got a book and learned about Go. Bought a Go board, then he brought a 9x9 in for lunch. Showed me the game, never saw it before. We played it. I thought it was really cool.
When I was 8 years old, my dad plays, so he sent me to the Go school.
I was, 17. I was aware of the game for a long time when I was a kid, but I didn't know anyone who played. So that was when I learned I could play online, and I started playing on Yahoo and KGS.
About 12 years ago. Fell in love with the feel of the stones in my hands and something about the patterns emerging. Very nice.
Sometime between middle school and high school, I don't really remember, but it just feels like it's always been there.
Started learning Go when I was 10, which was 66 years ago. My parents saw a Go set, a very strange Go set in the window of a Chinese store, supermarket, and a little booklet called How Play Go Game, which didn't really tell the rules so well, translated from the Japanese. And they spent a couple of years playing each other, because nobody else played, and arguing about what to do with the prisoners. Didn't even say what you were supposed to do with the prisoners, so they argued about it. And then they taught me how to play.
When I was 10, I just went to Go school in my neighbor, and my father loves Go, so he helped me.
What do you like the most about Go? Do you like Go?
Yes, I love Go. I'm gonna play Go all my life. I guess it's just so fascinating. There are so many variations, so much to learn. But again, as my father said, there are wins and lose. It doesn't matter. You can just enjoy it.
To me, Go kind of feels like a second language because I can think about all kinds of things in terms of Go. Having that vocabulary lets me approach other life problems with a sort of similar system. When I first started playing Go, when I closed my eyes, I saw the board in my mind. And just when having conversations, I was thinking about how that reflected the Go board or a Go position. And I think as we get older, there are fewer and fewer things we encounter that are like that, because we kind of, we learn so much things when we're a little kid, and then as we become adults, we kind of have that same foundation. And Go, even though I was 17 when I learned it, it felt like a new foundational skill for me.
And I get to check out interesting places. One of my friends even said, Ying, you might have visited the most Go club among all the Go players. For example, when I visited a previous colleague in Montana, I checked out the local Go club, and then I made new friends. We went hiking together. We played Go up on the mountain. It's fun.
The game itself, I don't know, no idea. It makes me being able to travel all over the world and making lots of good friends.
My favorite part about Go is the the way that it touches all of the psychological aspects of the mind. I was talking with several people at Burning Board about what causes blunders, and what it really comes down to, from my perspective, is the way we train ourselves when we're doing Go puzzles or we're playing games. Do you read once clearly all the way to the end, or do you read and then doubt yourself and then read again and then doubt yourself and read again? It's very, very psychological.
I love to live in an invasion by using Aji. I like the games where you get 4 moves and you live somewhere where it feels like maybe you shouldn't because there was maybe a little bit too much thickness. I love that. My favorite moments are a slightly too deep invasion, probably.
I think it's just like a beautiful game, right? Like, I think it's like reflective of life, which is kind of nice. And I really like that you just like focus on the board. You kind of get into flow.
I really love how the value of the stones change throughout the game, even though they don't change position, and how like pretty much that everything's constantly evolving throughout the game.
There's a lot. I like the philosophy behind it, and just kind of, I think it teaches a lot of valuable skill sets that more people should have, to kind of take a step back, think about what you're doing, really kind of analyze. I'm a pretty reactionary person by nature, and this is kind of helping to undo those habits.
There are so many varieties. Like you can play different ways, and you can play with different people, and there are like endless knowledge about it. If you want to get better, it's like you play a video game, but you never can finish the game. You can always go higher and higher. It's like a lifelong hobby.
It used to be more about the actual game and finding stuff about yourself and pushing yourself, but now it's really just the community. It's fun to play, it's fun to trash talk.
I like the fact that it's very difficult. You're never going to be perfect, and you're always climbing the mountain. The mountain's always higher. There's clouds and there's things you're never going to get to the top, but you're always climbing. You're going up, hopefully. And it's simplicity, and yet it's all the information is there, right? It's like that kind of game where there's no luck. I like that.
It gives you a lot of freedom. You can do many different things, but they could all be acceptable, and it allows you to express yourself, but also compete. There's always a right answer, but it's somehow artistic and creative.
The fact that it takes 5 minutes to learn, but a lifetime to understand and be able to play well.
I would say how flexible it is. You can lose many battles and still win the game. And it's not just tactics. You also have to get a feel for the board. It feels intuitive often.
For me, it just tickles my brain in the right way. Yeah. It just feels good. It feels good to play and to kind of meditate, like some sort of special meditation. You have to be so focused and in the flow state when you play the game. And actually, even for the last maybe 5-6 years, my favorite part's been the community. Meeting these really cool people from all over the world.
I can play it for the rest of my life and it'll be there. Like some people, like people expect poker or soccer or chess to be there. I like that has a few rules and there's a complex strategy to it. There's always someone to play with.
It's unsolved. Like, I really like the idea that Go Sagan had, where there's a truth to Go, and it's our job as players to just kind of find out that truth.
I don't know, I feel like it's like a reflection of life. So it's like you learn about yourself, and then you learn about your weakness of yourself while playing the game. My life, I would say I have territory, but I played Gote. It's like I have territory, it's alive with 2 eyes, but I don't have enough territory.